Doncic and Jason Tatum, Zion Williamson, and John Morant make their presence felt.
Kevin, all potential future MVPs, and fans already can't get enough of these guys.
Now let's take a look at the Sonics opening lineup. Morris is out there with Bogdanovich.
Oh my! Are you serious, bro? And he already jumped on Boban. Look at Boban. What's up? Welcome to the stream. We're gonna play more Space Jam, the Toon Squad, and more SuperSonics. Yeah, we're just gonna play more. Actually, our next game is we're gonna go up against Jordan's Chicago Bulls versus the Toon Squad right now. Change their jerseys right here. So we got Brooke Lopez, Bobby Portis. We still have the same team, I believe, but we didn't change anything on the Toon Squad. So it's gonna keep going on with that. So yeah.
Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports with our analysts Brett Barry and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce.
Ben Simmons.
And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference stand. Allie, it's all yours.
We got Ben Simmons,
oh, he sure
Michael
does.
Jordan,
Thanks, Allie.
DeAndre Jordan,
Here we go.
Winslow, another Bogdanovich.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip.
Look at this court.
So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Bojan Bogdanovich out there with Justice Winslow. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Jordan in at the 2. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Well, LeBron makes a million decisions a moment out there on the floor. That time, another good one.
Back to Simmons. To the right side.
Come on.
It's Winslow on the wing. Shoots over Lopez. James with the rebound. The players still trying to find their rhythm early in the season. Brett, when did you feel you were fully at speed?
Yeah, I like to come into the year really ripping and ready to go. I tried to get myself in as best condition as I possibly could to try to take advantage of every opportunity, and that starts with game 1.
Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Portis.
Defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Again, too easy.
Here's James. And he banks in the layup. James has got his third basket of the night.
Just again, LeBron James, his size, his speed, just impossible to stop. So hack away.
Jordan pass to Bogdanovich. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. Here's James. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And slam dunk by Simmons. Have gone 1 of 4 to start. Simmons against Murray. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan, I don't think he's shot more than 10 shots outside the paint the last few years, so dunking is what he does.
Now, here is James. Winslow defending. Back to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot is off. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
And these two teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
And guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out. For teams that know each other this well, this initial game is a big one.
Now here's Jordan. Outside Bogdanovich.
Dude,
kept
just put a
alive.
hand up.
Jordan misses.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Can't nail the jumper. Gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. James. And Young pulls it down.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Levine, good.
Just a really gifted athlete. Levine's speed makes him an effective penetrator. One of the premier scorers in this league. Levine upped his average last year once again. Now, the roster, of course, didn't have a lot of great shot makers, but you really have to credit Levine for having the fortitude to carry the offense night in and night out.
Now here's Jones. Here's Jordan.
Oh, he got his timing down.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Chicago trailing here.
So
On the wing, Levine.
best defender you can ever have.
Gasol passes to Levine. From outside the arc, he buries it from 3. Levine's got 5.
Some serious confidence shown by Levine in his jumper. I love how he's trusting it more with each year in the league.
Lopez, the screen. Here's Hill. Morris down low, guarded by Young. Morris can't hit.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Hitting penalty. Hey, come on, second team down penalty? How is that work?
No good on that one.
Hold on now.
Good on the second one. 8 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside, Hill. Here's Lopez. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline.
Within their control.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what you think so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
So one thing I do with this my league is I don't really control the substitution stuff.
In transition.
And so in the game for the Bulls,
So basically I play the players that I get from the coach. So that's how I
You can pretty
judge
much
the coach.
say that
basically,
DeAndre
like,
Jordan's going to get a lot of his points.
that's how we
right there,
know if
controlling
the coach is
around
actually
the
doing
rim.
a great job with the lineup.
Here's Murray. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Justice Winslow.
Except if it's
Heady
like
play to stop that easy layup
like
right
a
there.
clutch.
Make him earn
If
it
we
at
need
the
like
line.
a
Jamal
buzzer
Murray
beater or
is
stuff
not
like that,
shy,
then I
and
will
it
think
seems
I
like
would do
obviously with each and every
Just a
year
regular
gaining more
game,
and more confidence
and I
in
will just
what he
let
can
the
do
coach
to
do
impact.
what
I don't blame him. Thanks a lot, Allie. Boy, one trend we've seen over the years in the NBA, Grant, is an increase in the number of possessions per game.
And NBA, that's by design. You know, back in the early 2000s, the NBA wanted to speed up the game. They took away some of the physicality.
Did the
in
Lakers
game.
get Buddy Hield
And
today?
as that happened,
Or
it
was it
coincided
just that?
with the
Was
embracing
just
of
a
the
rumor?
three-point shot. And so now the pace
Did that
is
ever
picked
run
up.
true?
It's more up and
Trade for
down. It's
Buddy
exciting
Hield?
to watch.
I know
think
they
for
were
players, they
going
enjoy
for him,
playing this
but
style
I
of
don't know
basketball,
if
and
they
that has
actually
contributed
traded
in large
something
part
for
to the
him.
number of possessions growing and increasing as it is in today's game.
I know who would be still fast first
Never
if
been
they
as
him.
skilled as it is right now in the NBA.
Very true. This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have
Say-
an edge on the boards.
They traded almost
Here's
everyone.
Simmons. There's the drive.
For
And it's
Westbrook,
Simmons
right?
with the jam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Now here's Simmons. 6 points for him. Jordan, the pass to Simmons. Outside Winslow. Six to shoot. And there's the lob. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, determined that time to get to the rim, anticipating the pass. And a rim rocker.
James attacking.
Oh, I mean, just
man, wow.
And make it happen. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim.
God,
That
I
time
love this
on
game.
display.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from downtown here in the second. Simmons, the pass to Jordan. Over Morris. Jordan misses.
mixing it up inside, just coming up empty-handed.
Yeah, let's go.
Three-point range.
Well, a polished score and good recognition as Jamal Murray understood the timing that he needed to catch and
For
for
Bogdanovich. Jordan's checked in for Levine. And it's Jones in for Winslow. Now here's Jones. Pass to Simmons. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4 now. Outside Jones. Right side Simmons. The ball's knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. Pass to Caruso. It's James on the wing. Simmons defending. It's James.
Let's go.
LeBron staying on the attack here. He knows when he can take over the game. It's whenever he wants to.
56 seconds left in the first half. To the wing, right side. Jordan, the pass to Simmons. Knocks it loose.
Ah.
And that one goes out of bounds.
Oh.
He's gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Inside. Portis against Young.
And
The
one.
shot counts.
Let's
He's
go.
fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Let's go, baby.
Here's Jordan.
Oh, okay. Okay, we angered him. Okay. That's what I want to
Wow,
see.
that is awesome to see the small man challenge the big man. Sometimes when you jump, you can be taller than the big fella.
And the free throw, no good. Ooh, poked away.
Oh,
That
no.
goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
The commentator is so helpful, that.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Outside, Hill. Outside for Porter. He got it off in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
Come on.
That'll do it for the first half.
Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
And for the Bulls, we've got Justice Winslow, Bojan Bogdanovich out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
They've got Bobby Portis. Buddy Hield is out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Brook Lopez, and it's James in at the 3, the small forward. Top of the key jumper, no good.
The shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
And for Chicago, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Bojan Bogdanovich. Then it's Justice Winslow. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Jordan in at the 2. Simmons against Murray. Pass to Lopez. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple. Lopez has got 5 points in the quarter. Well, Grant, when you joined Orlando, there was a very real possibility of forming a super team. Do you ever wonder what might have been?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
BA, I wonder all the time. You had a great young player in Tracy McGrady emerging into a star. And if I could have just stayed healthy at a time in the Eastern Conference when it was really wide open, I think all the time what could have been. Unfortunately, it never happened because of that persistent ankle injury.
And you can't give LeBron James that much room off the pick. He doesn't need much space to get that shot off.
Outside Winslow. Pass to Simmons. Back to Winslow. Oh, there's the alley. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And Winslow using that pick.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Outside Winslow. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jordan. Over James. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Morris, a screen on Jordan. James attacking. And he lays it up and in. James has got 21.
Yeah, just making his way through every part of that defense. Drives in, gets contact.
Out to the wing. Here's Jordan. Another shot. Out left to the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. Now here's Bogdanovich. Jordan, a good look. It's rebounded by Morris.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Levine. 8-point game. Pass to Jordan. Outside Bogdanovich. There's a minute 34 left in the third. They kick it out to Murray. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Poke loose.
Let's go.
By James.
Oh, come on, bro. Why did you do it like that? Oh, my God. Why did he do it?
Bogdanovich against Morris. The dive for the ball. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team.
Chicago has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Pass to Jones. Back to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Here's Hill. Pass to Caruso. And it's off from 3-point range. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third.
Right. And he created a nice shot opportunity.
Gasol up top. Pass to Winslow. Down low. And then Gasol with the jam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
On the attack, Winslow.
Oh, come on.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Murray finds James. Driving to the basket, and it's James with the jam.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
Outside Levine. Bogdanovich on the wing. Defended by Portis. Pass to Winslow. Hey, expanding his range. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah,
one thing they've done well tonight.
4 on the clock. Portis shot is off.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Levine for 3. Bulls keep it alive. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. That's on Brook Lopez.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting
So
shots
tired,
at the rim.
man.
They're doing some good work at the line this half. Let's give Coach credit.
Lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
James Outside with the drive. Misses from short range. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Levine. And Levine, throw it down.
There's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
Murray against Simmons. Here's Portis. Oh, they can't stop the run with that one. Pass to Simmons. Bogdanovich on the wing. And he's going for the oop here.
Yeah, dude, but Lopez is tired already.
And this is where you have to appreciate DeAndre Jordan's activity. Incredible at staying engaged for the full 48.
Portis the screen. James passes to Portis. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
On the wing, Levine. Outside Simmons. Bogdanovich on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And
Oh,
the foul
come
is
on.
called. He missed it, so he's got to check in. So it's Chicago now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Tipped.
Awareness as Brooke was able to get over there and swat it away.
Here's James. There's a minute 40 left to play in the fourth. 6 to shoot. From 9 feet out. Rebounded by Winslow.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
From the top of the key, Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 9 points now in the second half.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Portis the screen. James with the ball. Now Bogdanovich defending. Portis gets the bucket.
He was brilliant in running the pick and roll. LeBron James taking what he sees.
Here's Jordan. One minute left to play in the fourth. And he drives in. Outside Winslow. Pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 5. Simmons with it. Back to Jordan. Puts up a 3.
Oh, that's well guarded. Oh,
Hauled
let's
in
go.
by Hill.
Oh, no. Okay.
Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
The baseline J. Cash.
There is
Let's go.
no fear in his eyes.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Love seeing that there.
Oh, we have
Huge
another possession, too.
And he nets it.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Winslow. Here's Jordan. Oh, he nails
Wow,
him.
okay. 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 Let's go. Let's go.
Pass to James. Takes it inside. Throws it down. And the official
Let's go,
calls a
bro.
foul. It may be a three-point play. They'll pin that one on DeAndre Jordan.
MVP stands, man. Let's go.
James, no good on the free throw.
No. Oh,
So they get the
oh,
victory here.
oh my God.
What a performance they
That went
had
in, I would
today.
be so
I'll
mad.
tell you what, these are the ones that are so
that's a
nice to
good
win
game,
and so
man.
tough to lose. I I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Berry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
And now we move on to Seattle SuperSonics. Oh my God, we're going against someone who's also has a 1-4 record. So here's basically the team right now. I have no clue what to expect, but do we have a statement? Oh, we do. I'll just use this one. I want them to use the other jersey. Let's see. Use that. We'll use
Hello, fans. Welcome to this presentation of the NBA Sunday Night Action right here on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. Now we get a chance to... And Steve, after a tiny lull in adding superstar talent to the league, we're seeing guys like Luka Doncic and Jason Tatum, Zion Williamson, and Ja Morant make their presence felt.
Kevin, all potential future MVPs. And fans already can't get enough of these guys.
Now let's take a look at the Sonics opening lineup. Morris is out there with Bogdanovich.
Oh my! Are you serious, bro? And he already jumped on Boban. Look at Boban.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Here's Thompson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game. Getting the ball inside. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
Stolen by Thompson. Over in the corner, Williams takes a three. The Sonics again can't hit. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Mitchell looking it over. There's the pass to Covington.
What the hell is that, bro?
By Covington.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All Van Fleet does is make winning plays.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Williams. Thompson for the triple. Buries it from three-point range.
There we go.
Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And stolen by Williams. Here's Morris. Out to Thompson. There's the drive.
Oh, come on.
Isaac. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Tries from 16. Kept alive over Morris. Isaac misses. Seattle is gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Thompson in the corner. And it's Thompson again missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Inside, here's Mitchell.
Oh,
And
another
when you
foul.
talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
Can't hit it.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Harris outside. Bangs
There
home the
we go.
trifecta.
Let's go,
We know
bro.
Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate it.
86% from the line, so he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
In a short time span, I'm amazed at how far Donovan Mitchell's come. He has very few weaknesses for a young player.
And Beverly kicks to Harris. And another three for Seattle.
The defender was pretty much helpless right there. His man had a clear height advantage, and he got the exact kind of shot he wanted.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Mitchell. He had 27 points last game. Parsons outside over Anderson. Another miss by Utah. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Seattle ahead. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Seattle.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Also,
We're just gonna keep it raining, though.
passing
I'm
has
not
been
gonna keep
terrific
shooting.
in the first half. They'll be happy with all
I'm not
those
gonna stop
assists.
shooting.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Utah.
Ah, come on.
Gobert is
My
out
key
there with
right?
Jay Washington. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Melton in at the 2 guard. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was
Another
a lot of fallout
three-pointer.
from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell. Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it was good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things
Yeah,
back
no
on
defense
track.
that
Thanks,
one.
David.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Melton, defended by Beverly. And he drives in. Chalk up 2 there. Melton's got his first point. VanVleet against Williams. VanVleet can't get it to go.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Gobert
Foul
pulls it
call?
in.
Come on.
Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. VanVleet outside. Pass to Gobert. Here's Melton. He's covered by Thompson. Count that one from VanVleet.
Comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations. Fred does a lot of things for this team.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to. Here's a good example of taking what the defense allows. Klay Thompson, not just an outside threat.
Gobert with a screen on Williams. And VanVleet, here we go. And he recovers it. But Trey, a three-pointer is right on target. He's got 12.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Williams passes to Thompson. The 3. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And they're right around 50%.
Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Williams scanning the floor.
Yeah,
He's
listen.
fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Markelle Fultz. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Washington's checked in for the Jazz. And Williams drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Bogdanovich. A minute 20 left to play here in the half. Anderson passes to Marjanovic. Jacks up a 3. Lou Williams, and that's good. Williams has got 7 points for the quarter. The Jazz go the other way with it. This game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
This is what we love about the NBA. Epic matchups almost every night. What other sport has that? Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's Mitchell. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here is Williams.
Ah, too late, too
And
late,
it's
too
good, but
late.
hold on. The officials may want
Too
to look
late.
at that one
Yeah.
on the replay mon.
We'll have to take a
The
look
teams are
at
going to have to
it.
wait
Too
before
late.
heading to the locker room. But it's no good. Over in the corner, Isaac. Passes it to Gobert. Yes, that goes in. Gobert's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Jazz.
Gobert bouncing off defenders, took a ton of contact and still scored.
Morris with a screen on Van Vliet. And Williams, here we go. Now Marjanovic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. Thompson misses. Jazz trail by 5. Van Vliet wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Williams. And it's in there. Williams has got 13 points.
Man, when Sweet Lou gets on a roll, it's a beautiful thing to watch. He is lighting them up
Yeah, I
tonight.
think we will
Mitchell passes to Van Vliet. Now here's Isaac. He dishes it to Covington. Back to Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt. Team in the league could use. Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Melton passes to Van Vliet. Knocked loose and out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And Beverly kicks to McGee. Shoots over Van Vliet. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Has to Gobert. Here's Melton. Van Vliet outside. Covington a screen on Thompson. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And Morris has got the ball here for Seattle. 7-point differential. Isaac against Beverly. Covington with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. Count it. He'll have a chance for a three-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
How about the concentration on that? Isaac able to absorb the contact.
Washington's checked in. And there's the pass to McGee. Back to Beverly. Thompson outside. Shot clock at 5. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thompson's got 16.
Nice play call. You know Clay's deadly in the catch-and-shoot game. Get him the rock.
Van Vliet against Beverly. Melton's shot is good. Melton's got his second bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. And as he's checked in for Utah. Markel Fultz comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Seattle. Driving to the basket. And that one's good. Beverly. Reggie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now.
3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Yep, that one goes in there. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the SuperSonics.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
He gets it in there.
How about the confidence level with which Fultz plays? When he's close to the basket, he keeps his eyes focused on the rim at all times.
Here's Beverly, stolen by Washington. And There's the call on Patrick Beverly. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Thompson looking for an opening. Takes it inside, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Thompson is so smart at seeing a lane to the hoop, always ready to throw it down over the defense.
Stolen by Thompson. Fires the three, and again, Seattle with the triple.
Guys,
Take
he's
him
been
over,
a
man.
one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And so it's Seattle holding on to 11 quarter number 4. And Van Vliet out there with Mitchell. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Covington in at the power forward position. That's the group right now for Utah. Great look, but off the mark.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Shots good by Williams.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Van Vliet finds Mitchell.
Good defense right
Off
there.
target from three-point range. Sonics leading by 13. The kick out to Williams. From deep. Rebounded by the Jazz. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Mitchell outside.
Oh, why was it pass there?
Van Vliet against Morris. Nailed from three-point land.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Bogdanovich looking around. The deep three from Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that zone from Bogdanovich.
Hey,
Thompson's got the
Thompson,
lead up to 13 now for the Sonics. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Thompson against Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Terrific job in the screen and roll. Mitchell creates, whether it be for others or for himself.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the SuperSonics. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Thompson in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
The drive by Mitchell. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit
Hey
lead.
guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
He's
Ooh,
really
East,
seemed to
man.
feed off the
Super.
hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Mitchell outside. There's the triple. Again, Mitchell missing.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
Pass to Morris. Kicks it to Thompson. Lock at 6. For Mitchell. The Sonics again can't hit. Jazz trail by 9. .125 left in the fourth quarter. Going inside. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Donovan Mitchell pushing the basketball down your throat. We know he's going to be aggressive time and time again.
Out to Thompson. From past the arc. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Jazz gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. The drive by Mitchell. Misses from close range. For Seattle, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Marjanovic with a screen for Beverly. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Patrick Beverly is an irritant. You hate playing against him. Love playing with him.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game. Substitution here for Seattle. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dudley comes in for Marcus Morris. J.R. Smith's checked in for Bogdanovic.
J.R. Smith?
Joe Harris is subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Oh, we have
To
J.R.
stretch out the
Smith.
defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Here's Thompson. He kicks it to Noah. There's the 3.
Oh, that's
And
it.
Thompson
That's
gets it.
it.
To go in on the
That's
assist by
it.
Harris. And the
That's
Sonics
it,
lead by
bro.
9.
That's it.
Thompson is just as consistent as they come from three-point land.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Melton. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by the Sonics. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Thompson in the post. Here's the 3. Off target with that shot. So we see the Sonics get the win here.
What a game.
This was a very
Dominating
strong
game.
showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it,
I think that's going to be their last game for today. Stream tomorrow or later. But yeah, I have to take a nap. I'm tired. So that's going to be it for today. Stream more of this soon. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Enjoy.